Hi everyone, my name is Andy. I'm from Germany and I work at Mizumi Europe. In my daily work, I'm involved in various projects focused on taking the digital transformation of the company to the next level. I'm a passionate Miro user and I will take this opportunity to demonstrate how Miro boosts my productivity. So let's have a look at how I manage my content for a customer service chatbot in Miro. To get to the final question, we need to lead the customer through various questions and choices. So we have our questions in gray, we have our choices in blue, and when it gets to the final answer, we have the text and we have the image. This is what we have to create, store, make ready for distribution. So the first thing we should do is gather raw ideas, brainstorm, find questions and categories to build up the structure. So let's collaborate. Bring in the team, bring in the people, bring in the ideas. Everyone writes down their ideas and categories. After that, we will sort everything. We'll eliminate duplicate entries and assign each question to a category. So once we've gathered and sorted our ideas, let's move on to the next step and sketch out the initial structure. Mind maps are the perfect tool for that. With the shortcuts, you can build big trees in no time. You bring in the questions and the categories from the step before, and you scribble the first structure. It always starts with an initial question. From there on, we will visualize the way down to the final answer we give the customer. Now let's have a look at the real thing. So we take a step back and see the entire structure of the chatbot. As we can see, it's a pretty big structure. The final answers are about 50 in this example. We will zoom in and we will have a look in detail on a specific branch. The technical product questions on the left. So assuming our customer needs more technical information, let's follow that path. In the subsequent question, we need to provide the customer more detailed information related to their query. So the various choices they can make are highlighted in blue. In our case, the customer can choose between get cat files, safety information, and talk to the support. So now we have the final questions and the final answers, formulated, formatted, ready for the chatbot. Everything stored right here in the sticky notes. You can directly enter the hyperlink and you can copy the text to the clipboard by selecting the note and pressing your clipboard command. So as I already told you, we can show GIFs and we can show images in our bot. So we need to store them directly in our Miro board. Nothing as easy as that. Just drag them in from your file explorer onto the board, scale them down and store them under the final answer. You will have everything in place. You can comment on every note, on every picture. You can inform others, you can remind yourself, you can collaborate, feel free. If you look at this big structure, it might look overwhelming, but it's such an effective way to manage all this content. So for future changes, you can find everything in its place in no time. So if we look at the content, we can see all the questions, images, choices, answers, and the comments. Everything is stored in here in the Miro bot. It's in perfect order, it's structured, it's clean. You can change it and run over the content all the time. So this kind of content management is not limited to a chatbot. For example, you can store a FAQ content or any website content in a similar manner. So what is the difference between setting up a chatbot or an FAQ? While a FAQ might not have such an extensive structure, it often includes categories, it includes images, it includes text, questions, answers, media files. So we can make it look different. We don't need this big structure. We don't need this kind of hierarchy. We can make it simpler. But we have similar formatted texts, hyperlinks, we have media, everything. So we can store the FAQ content, just like the chatbot content, in a Miro board, in a perfect order, perfectly structured. We can then distribute it, and we bring it to our content management system to release it on our website, change it, deploy, and so on. As we can see in digital times, we need to be flexible, react fast, be independent, because content is changing rapidly. In my opinion, digital transformation is not dependent on the staff or the IT department only. It's a process that can be learned by everyone. You need the mindset, you need the tool set, and you need the skill set. If one is missing, you will fail. So what do I mean? Good trained, normal people using good apps to make them 10 times more productive. I was able to set up the whole chatbot in 4 languages in no time. I was able to set up an FAQ in 4 languages in no time. So the point is, you might have guessed it, I'm not a superhuman. I am just someone who knows how to use good tools to his full advantage, and who knows how to teach the people around him to do the same. And it's important that companies start to think practically, not just in AI terms. If you want to bring your company forward, invest in good tools and teach how to use them. And one of the good tools is Miro.